Have you ever imagined opening a door that was closed for more than 3,000 years? Inside, there is no light, only silence. The air is heavy, dry, and full of dust. And then, with a small candle, you see gold. Shining gold everywhere. Statues, jewelry, thrones, and even a mask of pure gold. This is not a movie. This is real. This is the story of the tomb of Tutankhamun, the boy king of Egypt. Stay with me till the end, because this story is full of secrets, danger, and mystery. Welcome to ClearTalk English. Now, let's begin our journey. In the early 1900s, many archaeologists were working in Egypt. They wanted to find treasures of the pharaohs. Most of the tombs in the Valley of the Kings had already been opened. Some were found by explorers. Many were robbed by thieves thousands of years ago. People believed that nothing new was left to find. But one man did not agree. His name was Howard Carter. Howard Carter was not rich. He was not even very famous at that time. But he was very focused, very passionate. He believed that one tomb was still hidden. The tomb of a forgotten pharaoh Tutankhamun. Who was Tutankhamun? He was a very young king. He ruled Egypt more than 3,000 years ago. He became king as a boy, maybe 9 years old, and died before the age of 20. His story was short, and history books did not give him much attention. But Carter believed that Tutankhamun's tomb was still waiting under the sand, untouched. Year after year, Carter searched. He worked in the hot desert sun. His workers dug holes, cleared rocks, and moved tons of sand. But every time, they found nothing. People laughed at him. They said, "Carter is wasting his time. The Valley of the Kings is empty." Carter's sponsor, Lord Carnarvon, was a wealthy Englishman. He was giving money for the search. But after many years, even he was losing hope. In 1922, he told Carter, "This is your last chance. If you find nothing this year, I will stop the funding." Carter's dream was hanging by a thread. It was November 1922. The desert was quiet. The sun was strong. The workers were tired. Then something happened. One worker, while digging, hit a stone step. Step? In the sand? Carter rushed to the place. They cleared the sand carefully. Another step appeared, then another, and then a whole staircase leading down into the ground. Carter's heart was beating fast. Could this be it? Could this be the tomb he had been searching for? At the bottom of the staircase, there was a sealed doorway. On the plaster, Carter saw special royal seals. These were not random marks. These were the marks of the ancient Egyptian kings. His hands were shaking. His dream was right there in front of him. Carter sent a message to Lord Carnarvon. "At last, I have made wonderful discovery in Valley, a magnificent tomb with seals intact." A few days later, Lord Carnarvon arrived from England along with his daughter. Together, they went to the sealed door. With slow hands, they made a small hole. Carter took a candle and looked inside. For a moment, his eyes could not adjust. The room was dark. The air was hot. Then, as the candle flame grew, something shiny appeared. Gold. Gold everywhere. Statues covered with gold. Chests decorated with jewels. Strange animals made of precious stones. It was like a dream. Lord Carnarvon, standing behind, asked in a whisper, "Can you see anything?" Carter replied with trembling, "Yes, wonderful things." Inside, there were 4 rooms. Each room was full of treasures. There were beds made in the shapes of animals. There were chairs covered with ivory. There were boxes filled with jewelry. And in the center there was a golden shrine, but the biggest discovery was still ahead. Inside the shrine there was a sarcophagus. Inside the sarcophagus there was another coffin, then another, and finally a coffin made of solid gold. Inside it was the mummy of Tutankhamun. On his face, the most beautiful object of all, the golden mask of Tutankhamun. This mask is now one of the most famous symbols of ancient Egypt. It was shining with blue and gold, with eyes that looked alive even after thousands of years. But soon, the story became darker. After the discovery, strange events began to happen. Lord Carnarvon, who had supported Carter, died suddenly in Egypt only a few months later. The newspapers wrote about a curse of the pharaoh. They said that whoever disturbed the tomb would die. Some other people also died under mysterious conditions. This made the public more curious, more afraid. But Howard Carter himself lived for many years after the discovery. He did not believe in any curse. Still, the idea of a mummy's curse became part of popular culture in books, movies, and stories. The treasures of Tutankhamun were beyond imagination. More than 5,000 objects were found in the tomb: gold statues, jewelry, weapons, chariots, even toys that belonged to the young king. For the world, it was like opening a time capsule. Everything was still there, untouched, as if the king had just been buried yesterday. Today, experts say the value of this treasure would be billions of dollars. But more important than money, it gave us knowledge. It showed us how the ancient Egyptians lived, how they thought about death, and how they honored their kings. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb was one of the greatest moments in archaeology. It changed history. Before this, no tomb was ever found in such a complete condition. The golden mask of Tutankhamun became a symbol of Egypt. Millions of people travel every year to see it in museums. And even today, after 100 years, the tomb of Tutankhamun is still one of the most exciting stories in the world. So, what do you think? Was it only history? Or was there really a curse on the tomb? Was Tutankhamun's treasure only gold and jewels? Or was it also a key to the mysteries of life and death? The story continues to inspire people even today. And this is the magic of history. It connects us with people who lived thousands of years ago. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ClearTalk English. Here we bring you more simple English stories to help you learn, understand, and enjoy. So, stay with us, and let's continue our journey of learning together. Thank you for listening.